We don't know what would have happened because he was saved by the bell.
He wasn't saved by the bell.
The guy who got dropped early and then weathers the storm, survives, and then comes back and wins the end of a round by dropping that person back, he should get more points for that. So when we go back to the Max and the Dustin fight, talk to me about what were your thoughts on round 2? Because round 2, Dustin gets dropped in the beginning of round 2, and then at the end of round 2, Dustin drops Max and then jumps Gilly. John, I bet Dustin to win by submission. I bet Dustin to win by submission just because I couldn't pass up the bet. It was plus 8,000 if he won. Yeah. So for $100, it was plus 8,000 anyways, but it was plus 4,000 to win in rounds 1 and 2. So I was like, I can't pass that. I just got to try. And when he jumped Gilly at the end of the second, I was like, yes. Then he slipped out. I was like, shit. Oh,
that was that round. When you look at it, I gave it to Max, at the end of it. And the reason why is, you can look at, you have to be honest about things and look at them in the true context.
You got to be honest.
I will give the fact that Dustin took a huge shot, was in trouble, worked his way out of it, but he lost the majority of that round also. He took the volume. He wasn't able to put his volume back into effect until near the end when he hurt Max, but it just wasn't enough to make up for what Max had done in that. It was, it was great, but it wasn't enough. If you're going to be honest about the round, you got to look at it and say, you can't forget everything that Max did because all of a sudden he's in trouble. You got to go with exactly how bad was Dustin hurt. Okay. How bad was Max hurt? Okay. How much volume was put out by Max compared to Dustin? And in my opinion, it didn't make up for it as far as by the end of the round. But it was,
I need to call in like a Mike
still a great round.
Or Jason Herzog for a second opinion. Come on in. You need to call them in for a second. Okay. So I guess where I have a problem with like how it's scored like that is that the guy did everything he could. And I've always felt this way, almost like the pride rules. They scored on who was trying to finish the fight and who was trying to finish it later in the fight. So as it got closer to the end, if that guy was winning towards the end, that guy won the fight.
Yeah, and does that? Okay, I want you to think about this, but no, see, and this is where the problem is with that. Okay. It doesn't matter where you do it in the fight. Here's where it'll change. Where it will change, and where I would have said, okay, Dustin would win that round is if you had it to where the round Dustin throws the Gilly on Max, and it's on deep, and he is saved by the bell. As far as that's what's getting him out of the submission hold, I'm going to give a lot of credence to that based upon it wasn't your skill set that got you out. It was the end of time. It was the round coming to an end. So I'm going to give more credence towards that possibly being something that would have worked, where no, he got himself out of the Gilly and everything, all the same as what Max did with Dustin in the beginning of the round. And then what Dustin did with Max at the end kind of evened out. So you take the rest of the round and look at it and say, okay, the volume of Max absolutely won the difference in that round.
I guess we don't see eye to eye. We can agree to disagree. The reason why
how does something happening in the beginning of the round become less than what happens in the end of the round?
Okay.
Doesn't make sense, bud.
It does. When you break it down in a fighter's
it does not.
Yes, it does. Let me explain it to you. In a fighter's perspective this is how it works, John. Is if I got rocked in the beginning of the round when we were both fresh, you rocked me when you were fresh. You punched yourself out on my face. Okay. And then I went down, I recovered, and then I came back. And after I took your beating, you had nothing left. I fucked you up and dropped you and then jumped Gilly. So to me, I won that round. I did it at the end when I was exhausted after taking your beating. That should count for more than when you did it when you were fresh in the early part of the round. That's the way I look at it. Like if I'm able to survive,
that's the way you're looking at it.
That's the way
it makes no sense.
No, it should not. John.
It doesn't. No, it's how effective was what you did.
See, that's the problem.
Okay, how much damage? How much damage did it do?
Even the scoring's getting soft. You guys are getting soft the way you score shit. This is how we make great fights. Is whoever finishes the round better and wins and tries to finish the round. He would try to finish the fight at the end of the round after getting dropped.
Oh, yeah. Just like Max was trying to finish it near the beginning of the round.
Yeah, but then I recovered. Dustin recovered and then put a beating on him. Like it should have been Dustin's round. Anyways, it's just
did he put a beating on him? Yeah, did he put a beating on him?
He dropped him and dropped Gilly, John.
And hold it. What did he do with that Gilly?
He was still a mount. Ref, he was saved by the bell. The mount. He was still a mount. Ref saved by the bell. Saved by the bell, like you said. Saved by the bell.
You've lost your mind, but that's okay.
Okay,
that was a nice kid show.
That's the way that I would score. That's how I would be a scoring system. Is if someone got hurt early when both fighters were fresh. And that guy took the beating and you punched yourself out on him. You couldn't finish him. And then the other guy came back and dominated, or not dominated, but dropped you. And then
where was the domination?
He dropped.
Hold on. If you're going to take a look at it, are you going to say that Max's knockdown and thumping of Dustin in the beginning of the round was less time, or was it more time than what Dustin did to Max?
I put more credence on when it happened, John. At the end of the round.
It doesn't matter when it happens. It's in the round. This is
what I'm telling you. Is that I'm telling you.
Did the round save Max? No.
Yes, it did.
Max's skills saved Max.
No, Max was mounted. The round got stopped because Max was mounted. He was mounted. He was still mounted. We don't know what would have happened because he was saved by the bell.
He wasn't saved by the bell.
Yeah, the bell.
He wasn't.
Rang.
He was not. Was he getting beat on badly at the time that the end of the round came?
Just barely escaped from the Gilly. Okay, anyways. Look, I'm pitching the argument because I feel like the soft scoring system of the guy who got dropped early and then weathers the storm, survives, and then comes back and wins the end of a round by dropping that person back, he should get more points for that.
Do me a favor.
It should be more important to finish the round after that beat.
The UFC likes to put out the score sheets. Take a look at the score sheets and see what if they gave Dustin that second round. Someone did, I believe, because
one judge had it 47, 46.
48, 47. 48, 47, and 49, 46. So.
Okay. Would you say
48? One of them definitely gave him the second round. What's that?
Absolutely. I mean, it was dessert. But overall, Max, though, you could tell in the first round, Dustin was struggling with the speed. The speed was a problem. Yeah. The output, in the way that this is the other thing I saw was Max was touching him, and then he was moving. And that was brilliant because Dustin, what it was he was covering kind of that whole show. And then that little Philly show kind of look, he would cover like that.
By the time he was throwing back, Max was out.
And by the time he wanted to throw back, Max was gone. And that was costing him the fight. I don't want to make excuses for Dustin at all. I just honestly feel like he was enjoying the moment. He loves to fight. You can tell it. And I saw when he came out in the cage, when he came in and he did the whole, it's not fight as usual. It was.
What did I tell you?
I'm taking it all in. Yeah.
What did I tell you? That was what I thought was going to be the difference. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's so hard to sit there and say, oh, it's just going to be another fight. It's not. No. It's just mentally, you can't be honest and say, oh, I can make that happen. You just can't. And this is what I thought. This is when, we're going over something. I said, it's the pressure that is going to be self-imposed upon himself is going to be very hard for him to get past until, he really gets into the fight.
Yeah.
So
it's not easy. That's why it's hard to walk away on a win.
That's it. It's the truth.
If you know it's your last time, it's going to be difficult to walk away on a win because you want to enjoy the moment. And then when you say it's your last time and you do win, you're like, I can do it again. So it's different. It's just different. I thought it was a great fight. I want to give him nothing but props and respect, man, Dustin and Max, for the great win. I guess where I'm going to go with this though, John, is does Max jump Justin and Sarukian, and they try to give him that rematch at 55?
Well, it's the one thing that you talked about. One of the benefits of Max winning is they could possibly put him up against Poirier again at 155 and say, okay, let's see what happens here.
Yeah,
and they could. I don't think that he jumps Sarukian. I do think that he jumps over everybody else. I think he's going to end up jumping everybody else.
I think had he finished Dustin, I think there could have been a conversation to be had if he finished Dustin, that they would have been like, it's a huge event, let's go ahead and let's just see what happens. And from what I understand, Justin's more in line for the title shot than Sarukian. They've bottled up. They've managed to clog up that bottleneck and just be like, okay, look, now we've got too many guys fighting for the title. Like, what are we gonna do? Yeah. And who started all that was Sarukian. He clogged it up by messing up. He did it. So. This episode is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys YouTube 150 for the promo code. Also, Element, use the link in the descriptions down below. Any product you buy from there, they will send you a bonus package of product if you use our link down below. Element's amazing, man. I love it. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us.